All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Newton. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, they had a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Jones. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Newton now to throw. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And incomplete to open things up. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Left. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45. Ace. Slow.
Now Mahomes being chased out left. He is going to find Hill here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Slow. Ace. Slow.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to drop him for a loss of 4. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Slow. Z.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on 1st down. Aaron run out for Crowder. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jamison Crowder, 78 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
So. Ready. Green 39. Green 39.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. It got his man. Complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 47 yards.
Ace. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. So.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. Well, they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll give it to him up the middle. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation.
Ready. Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes takes it himself. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal.
58 rail. So.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. Now Newton on 1st down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session and be saying, hey, run that one back, Coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
2 more times.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. This complete to Henry over the middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, 20.
Off play action, Newton. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to a position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Left.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now a handoff looking right. And some space here. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 97 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Spinning past him. Oh, able to avoid him. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there. And moved the sticks.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Ready. Green 90. Green 90. Slow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Play action. It's Newton. Forced out to his left. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. He sets to fire deep, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mahomes going to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Newton now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the 50, Newton. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, it's Newton. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They give them a gain of 38. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Ace! Check.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Ready! Green 90! Green 90! Ace! Kill! Slow!
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. And they'll go on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Do something. Set. Ready.
Here's Newton now on second down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Ace.
Now we give to Taylor. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ready. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to him on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
They fake the give. Newton. Buying time to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Shifts by him. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Equanimous St. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
And the Chargers coming out on the field now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Henry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a 1st down as well. Newton now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
We're back now in KC. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that there's still
and intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready. Green 90. Green 90.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A first throw for the backup Osweiler. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep down and got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play on 3rd down for the Chiefs. 48 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Equanimous St. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point put through by Suckup. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. And on the ground they go with the running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Newton. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Frank Clark in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And Butker able to put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Mahomes to throw, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. On first down, Mahomes. And this one is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Blue 45. Blue 45. Slow. Z.
Mahomes to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45. Slow. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Z.
To throw is Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Left.
Back to throw. Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now a desperation. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And now running right through it. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. pick this one up to about the 38. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They run a draw here on second down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The Chargers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And out come the Chiefs now. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
You